All right, everybody, welcome to episode 78 of Sports Side Podcast. This is going to be the most anticipated episode of this year, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the entire episode. We're going to be talking about our NBA predictions today, right before the NBA season starts, which is tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, October 24th, right? So we're going to get into the predictions, who's going to win the NBA championship, who's going to win MVP, right? What's going to happen down in Milwaukee with Dame going down to Milwaukee. Giannis's extension coming up, right? We're going to be talking about the Philadelphia 76ers, James Harden and his drama going down to Houston. What's going on down there? What's going on in LA, right? LA just, added all these great players. Are they going to do something this year? Are they going to make some noise? Oh, and then we also got, not in the Bay Area anymore, right? But they are, the Golden State Warriors. We got CP3 going to the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. And is Kuminga going to be a big, have a big jump this year? Who knows? Then we also got Anthony Edwards down, over in Minnesota. We got, the Knicks coming up. We got the Cavs. We got the Boston Celtics and Porzingis, right? So let's all talk about that. Let's talk about our predictions this year and get right into it.
Yes, sir. So let's start with some news that broke an hour ago. Giannis Antetokounmpo did sign an extension with the Bucks, ending speculation that he might leave. Obviously, it's because they got Damian Lillard. He's happy, so he wanted to stay in Milwaukee. The extension was 3 years, 186 million. So, what's your guys' thoughts on that for Giannis and the Bucks?
Good for the Bucks, good for Giannis. Well, I don't know if it's good for Giannis yet. On paper, it looks good, but you gotta see them play. But for the Bucks, you lock down one of the top 5 players in the league, so it's always a good sign for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Definitely. Gio, what's your thoughts?
So this is interesting to me, right? This all comes down to Damian Lillard. The acquisition of Damian Lillard allowed them to have another star player there for the next 4 years, right? So he's under contract for the next couple years. Giannis is like, okay, let's make this work. It's not going to be this year. It could be the next year and the next year, right? And the year after that, where we get a championship going, right? Championship run going. I'm just going to stay here till Dame stays here. Then we'll see what happens after that. If he signs an extension, if I sign an extension, but I'm going to be here until Dame leaves, right? And that's what I see from, Milwaukee and Giannis Antetokounmpo, because really, I don't think that they're going to make a move later down in the road after 4 years to allow him to have another championship type stretch, right? So he wants to be with Dame until he leaves and then obviously move somewhere else. So I think it's a smart move by Giannis Antetokounmpo to stay with Dame, right? To show that team kind of, chemistry, help build that, right? With Dame. So I do like that by Giannis's perspective. Great move by them, great move by the Milwaukee Bucks, and hopefully they can win a championship within the next 4 years.
Yeah, definitely. I believe it's a great move by both Giannis and the Bucks. Obviously, the Bucks retain, in my opinion, the best player in the league as of right now. So that's always a good sign for them. And obviously, the Bucks, as of right now, look like, as I said, on paper, they look like they are the favorites to win the championship. So I think he's banking on a championship this year, if not next year. And that's why he signed that extension, because as of right now, the Bucks, in his opinion, are the best chances for him to win another title.
The best player, though?
I think so.
I think it's debatable, but
Who
I
do you
got
have
you.
over him? Who would you put over him?
Just Nikola Jokic. He's number
Yeah,
two.
who would you put over him, Jake? Because it really is just the Joker, who is the reigning, or Finals MVP champion, right? 2-time MVP before that, right? So
Yeah,
Giannis
I
won
mean it's debatable, but to me, I still got Giannis personally.
That's fair. I ain't gonna trip like that, but Giannis and Jokic holding them down 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, they're 1A and 1B. It's not even 1 and 2.
the only reason why I would have Giannis over Jokic right now is defensively. Defensively, Giannis is supreme, right? He's defensive player of the year. I don't know how many times he's been defense or all-time defense right on the team, right? So I think it's 7 now, maybe. So for him to have that over Jokic is why he is by far the greatest player in the world right now, right? Steps, over Jokic. Not miles, not leaps and bounds. I'm just saying steps over Jokic.
That's fair. Moving on to a more disturbing topic. James Harden, as Sam and I predicted, is causing a ruckus over there in Philly. Hasn't practiced in about a week and a half. Probably, who knows what he's doing? Probably at strip clubs. I don't know what else to say about James Harden at this point. So, what are your guys' thoughts on him and Philly, and what Philly needs to do to get him off the team?
You can go first, Jeff.
So this is arguably the toughest time right now for the 76ers. They just, went through the process, hopefully trying to get after the Jimmy Butler whole, debacle, right? Trying to get a team oriented around Joel Embiid and having them go ahead and have a championship run. It's been difficult, especially with Ben Simmons not being able to, perform at his best, getting traded, getting James Harden, being really excited to be a 76er. And then obviously now trying to force his way out once again of another dysfunctional organization. For me, though, it's, does James Harden love the game? As of right now, he does not. I'm fine with it. Let James Harden do what James Harden wants. Just like Tyrese Maxey, he says they have enough, right? I do believe they have enough to make some noise. Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, right? Tobias Harris is going to get more looks. They're loving it out there in Philadelphia because it's not the fact that James Harden, takes more shots away from the other guys. It's the fact that Tyrese Maxey can step up now, be that point guard player, distribute and run that offense, leading for the 76ers. And now I think Tyrese Maxey is ready for that challenge, right? Hearing what he had to say. And I'm loving what I'm hearing from the 76ers. And I'm loving what James Harden is doing, honestly, because it just shows how bad of a player he really is.
At first, it was rumored to be like a family matter or like a personal issue. But after a whole week, bro, like, I don't, like, unless it's something really, really bad, which I hope it's not, you gotta be there for your team. Like, you're just bringing your trade value down at this point, and you're not gonna be able to get shipped out anywhere. Because, like, actually, the Sixers, if they want to bring Gobert in, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are two contracts that fit each other, and they both probably have the same amount of trade value if Rudy doesn't have more.
That is a difficult one, right? Because you're gonna have Twin Towers, which has not worked out in the past couple of years, as we've seen. The last time it's worked out was with Tim Duncan and Robinson, right? So that was at least 20 years ago. So now going to James Harden, though, right? If it's not a family matter, right? Because the 76ers organization wanted to discuss this with him, right? They've heard all the noise this past week saying how, yes, he's missing, practice. Why is he missing practice? They wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth of why he was missing practice. And I don't think they've gotten an answer from James Harden yet. If not, if they have, they've kept it quiet, right? Because it could be a personal issue. But as of right now, they haven't heard anything from James Harden.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Sixers, I'm just getting him off the team. I don't care where he gets shipped off to, as long as we get respectable players in return. He's off the team at this point. Like, I can't deal with this anymore if I'm the Sixers.
And that's why he's not there, right? That's why Tyrese Maxey is saying they do have a squad that, can compete for a championship. Is because they're expecting him to stay in Houston, not to be part of the team, right? And that only hurts James Harden at this point doing that, right? So the 76ers, I really believe, fully expect him not returning and putting on that uniform.
Yeah, I agree. I believe he's going to sit out every regular season game until he's traded. And based off the Sixers' frustrations as of right now, based off Nick Nurse's response and Tyrese Maxey, I don't believe that we'll be waiting long before seeing him in a New Jersey. And I also never really believed it was a personal matter. I believe this is just him trying to get leverage on the Sixers.
But if I'm the 76ers, right? Here, Nick, I want to hear your thoughts on that I'm about to say. If if I'm the 76ers, I don't care how long it's going to take. I want something of value that I want for my organization. Who cares if we ship out James Harden as quickly as possible? I want something that is of value, right? So in that aspect of it, what do you think, Nick? Because really, do the 76ers really want to ship him out as quickly as possible, even though he's not part of the team right now?
I don't even. It's close, bro. It's not like I feel like it's such a personal thing right now too, where it's like, oh, we let's try to get something right now, but that's exactly what James Harden wants to.
Right.
Um, well, at the same time, if they do trade him right now, what are they gonna get? Because I honestly don't see any value in having James Harden because you're gonna have him there for a rental of 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's gonna walk and go wherever he wants.
Right.
But even if they wait it out, if he's not playing, he's not going to up his trade value. So I feel like as of right now, this is the best they can get, the offers that they're getting.
Are they getting offers?
I mean, they're trying to get Terrence Mann from the Clippers, but the Clippers are saying he's untouchable. The Clippers are the only one negotiating.
That is crazy to say he is untouchable.
Yeah, that's what they said.
You know who should have been untouchable? Nick knows.
Who?
You know who should have been untouchable back in the day?
Back in the day?
Yeah, a couple years ago. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander should have been untouchable for the Clippers.
Facts. Facts.
If he was still part of that backcourt because they thought that Terrence Mann had more promise than Shea, right? And that's why they kept Terrence instead of Shea. Right now, I'm keeping Shea over Terrence. And if they had Shea still, I guarantee you they could easily, not once, but twice be part of that conference finals.
Yeah, I agree. But going back to Terrence Mann, I mean, even if I'm the Sixers and they don't add Terrence Mann at this point, I'm willing to get rid of Harden without Terrence Mann just so he can stop poisoning my team. Because that's
But
what I
he's
believe he's
not part
doing.
of it. He's not part of it, though.
Yeah, but him being away, it's not good for the team. I believe yeah, they can say all they want that they're not thinking about it, they're not noticing it, but I promise you they are.
It's
But
hard
even if he
not
gets
to.
traded, though, like, what does that change? Even if he gets traded,
The locker room will be it would take a load off their shoulders in the locker room.
I don't know if it's so much being in the locker room, but the media questions will change significantly, which
it
is
will. Yes, that will change. But I just hope they don't ask them a lot about James Harden because they should move on, just like the team has moved on, and just like
Well,
James Harden has moved on.
well, as long as James Harden isn't playing and isn't at practice, the media will ask, as we know.
and that's when it becomes hard to move on or forget about James Harden because he is constantly being brought up, and they have to articulate the correct media answer to give back to the people.
Right.
And you know what that answer is?
What is it?
Next question, please. Next question.
Oh,
Next,
like, go ahead, Saya.
huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was going with Gio. You feel me?
Oh, I feel that. Bro, I do agree with you, Gio, that this shows how bad of a not a player like on the court, but a team player that James Harden is. Like he is not a team player. And if he wants to be the man, then go somewhere where you can be the man and take the show. Like stop trying to ring chase and be the man at the same time. It's not gonna happen.
Well, let me ask you: to be a good player, you need to win, right?
Correct.
That's how everyone's definition of greatness is as of right now. It's winning, right? Even LeBron James gets criticized for losing 7 finals, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. So for him to do that and still get criticized for that, even though he's got 4 rings, James Harden's got nothing, right? Not even been to a finals appearance. When Charles Barkley went to the finals, he dominated that finals, right? And still lost. So for him to do that, that's why he's as great as he is, Charles Barkley, and is remembered that because he's the MVP, all these other accolades with him, and he tried his hardest and he had the winning spirit. James Harden doesn't have that. So how can he be a good player if he doesn't even have that? Yes, he was in a good situation down in Houston with Mike D'Antoni, which we all know is all about double the offense, half the defense, right? And that's why he won that MVP, is because he did those crazy statistical numbers offensively. But other than that, man, James Harden is not a good player.
Yeah, I agree. Ever since he left the Rockets, we've seen the true James Harden come out, both on the court and off the court. And it doesn't look like there's any indication of it stopping anytime soon.
Honestly, at this point, I think James Harden's is making it worse for his career.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're gonna look back on it and be like, okay, so what? He scored that many points with the Rockets. Look what he did off the court after that.
I don't personally think anyone's going to remember James Harden and his legacy he's left. It's hard to think of people. We all know who Charles Barkley is, but it's hard to think of how great Charles Barkley was, right? Without actually knowing him, statistical numbers, right? And what he's done in his career because he didn't win that championship. So for me personally, no one's going to remember James Harden's career or his legacy because of that alone in the next couple of decades.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why it's funny to me whenever I see someone say, oh, Harden's better than Dwayne Wade. Like, bro, what has he done? What has he done? Be honest.
It would be a debate if he won a championship
Right.
because then you could say he has an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Without a ring, and then doing this to try and get a ring diminishes your debate for top three shooting guard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we put asterisks next to Kevin Durant's rings, but now imagine that asterisk if James Harden ever wins one that he will have next to it.
Terrible, terrible decision making.
Any closing thoughts over there, Gio?
I think I said enough about James Harden. I want to move on to happier, topics.
I agree.
Shanghai.
Y'all want to start with the East or the West?
Let's do, you know what? Let's start with the West this time because I think we started
right.
with the East last time.
Sounds good.
Sorry.
So, who wants to begin?
Go ahead, bro. I think you're ready for it.
I'm not. Okay, sure. I'll start. I do believe that the Denver Nuggets will be the 1 seed again, just because they didn't lose many pieces and they still have arguably the best, if not the top two in the league in Nikola Jokic, along with Jamal Murray, as long as Jamal Murray stays healthy. So I believe the Nuggets will be number one. Number two, I think that will be Phoenix. I think that offensive firepower is going to win them a lot of games. It will be in the playoffs when they fold because of the defense and lack of depth. Number three, I'm going with the Los Angeles Lakers. I believe that the Lakers are coming out for blood this year after all those offseason moves they made. I believe they have a roster to be a top four team, and I think they're just a little bit, not that much over the Warriors. So the Warriors will be number four for me. Fifth, I'm going to put the Memphis Grizzlies. I believe once Ja comes back, they're going to make a push and stay within the top six. And then sixth will be the Los Angeles Clippers. I think the Clippers are going to stay in the top six just because of Kawhi and Paul George alone, especially with the new rule that has them not being able to play, be able to sit out as many games as they have been. So they're going to be a top six team, in my opinion. And then I think the Mavericks will be seventh. They'll have a better season, but I don't believe they'll be a top six seed. I still got to see Kyrie and Luka work it out before I can put them in top six. So that's why I have them seventh. Eighth, I'm going to go the OKC Thunder. I believe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will be in the MVP talks this year. He won't win MVP, but he will be in the talks as he always is. And that's why he's really the reason they stay afloat in the West is because of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander along with Lou Dort's defense. I know Saya loves some Lou Dort. He's got to shout him out there. Ninth, I'm going to go the Pelicans. I just don't see Zion ever staying healthy. And without Zion, that Pelicans team, I don't trust it. So I'm going to say the Pelicans will end ninth. Then to round out the play-in, I forgot about the Kings.
Yeah, you did.
But let me see here. The West is so deep, dude. It's actually crazy that But the Kings did add some depth. I'm gonna see.
You want to just move everyone down a spot and put the Kings wherever you think?
Yeah, but I
Okay.
think they're gonna end in the top 6. That's the thing. But like, I'll put the Kings 7th. I think the West is too deep this year. It got deeper. The Kings didn't make many moves as many moves as the other West teams that I have in the top 6. So I'm gonna put them 7th.
Interesting. Interesting.
And that will round out my standings for the West.
So we're just doing like top 10?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Gia, if you want to go next, you can, or I can go, whatever you feel.
Go ahead.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go reverse order than Jake did.
Ooh, nice. Switch it up.
Number 10. So clearly there's like 11, 12 teams that could make the playoffs this year, like to play in.
Yeah.
Um, at number 10 though, I'm I'm gonna put the Grizzlies number 10. I know they're a very good team. Huh?
No, nothing. I'm just shocked by that. That's all.
They're a very good team. Ja Morant's only missing 25 games, but I just think all the other teams are very, very nice.
That's fair.
Someone's got to bottom out to number 10.
Fair.
Then I have the T-Wolves at number 9, personally. Number 8, the Pelicans.
Okay.
Number 7, Golden State comes in at number 7. I know Chris Paul can make a team a really good like regular season team, but I think he's too old to be playing too many games. Where I think they're going to save him for the playoffs and try to make a big push.
Okay.
6, I have the LA Clippers. I like that team a lot. Paul George is my guy. You know, 5 is close. 5, I have the Dallas Mavericks. I think Kyrie Irving, absolute bucket getter. One of the best to ever do it. Number 4, I'm gonna have to put the Lakers here, and it hurts. But they're a very, very good team. I just think the teams above them will be a little better to a lot better. You know what I'm saying? This number 3 team's gonna be a little better than them, I think. And like you said, they they didn't get better this offseason, I would say, but they are the past champions. Denver's gonna slide a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Number 2, I think this team played phenomenal last year. Phenomenal. They had a like they had one of the best seasons they've had in a very, very long time. And I think they get better this year. Although they didn't add more talent to their roster, they got better because players will be better. The Sacramento Kings, number 2. You know what I'm saying? Number 1, there's only one team. Jake was talking about them earlier. He said it was solely Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I would rebuttal. I think it's Shea getting buckets, an MVP candidate, as Jake said it. Lou Dort, phenomenal defensive player. Phenomenal. Then you bring in the Wemby stopper, the Walmart Wemby. and Chet Holmgren. You give them a real center. They went from the 10th seed play-in tournament. Now they run the West. There's no one stopping them.
That's crazy, but yeah, okay. All right, Gio. Your spotlight is yours.
Did you just say the OKC Thunder is going to be the number 1 seed?
He did.
Who's beating them realistically? Come on.
I can name 5 right now.
I mean, you did just list, your top 5 teams, and I think we're going to be pretty similar, Jake. That
you got to see number 1.
No, I do not. So I don't know where to start now.
Just take the spotlight.
I got the Nuggets at number 1. Obviously, they're defending champions. They were the top 2 seed the last 3 years, right? Makes sense for them to be the number 1 seed again. I don't see them slowing down. They're trying to run them back, have a great solid team, and then Jokic is just out here having fun. He's not even trying realistically. He's just out here doing his side quests now. His main quests are with his horses down in Serbia, right? He's doing the side quest, in the NBA. So we got the Nuggets at number 1. Number 2, I agree with you. We got the Phoenix Suns. Their offensive firepower is ridiculous. Anyone can make any given shot. And then you got Shamit out there in the corner that can make he's, 45%, from 3. So he's amazing out there, just sitting out there waiting for KD, D-Book or Brad to just pass him the ball at any given moment. So you got the Phoenix Suns at number 2. Number 3, I really don't like the disrespect you just gave the Golden State Warriors, Nick. Yes, I said it. The Golden State Warriors will be the 3rd seed. They were top 5, right, last year. So I do believe they are going to be there once again. Jonathan Kuminga is there for
me.
Oh, okay. So Jonathan Kuminga is going to take a big step. He's going to have more playing time. Everyone's looking for Jonathan Kuminga to take that big step, and I think he's ready for it. Steph Curry. Did you not see what he did in the 4th quarter of that, first preseason game, or that last preseason game against the Sacramento Kings? They were down by 10. And he ended up winning them the game.
Sacktown has experience in the playoffs now. They ain't gonna let that slide no more.
I mean, they just did in a preseason game, dog, with 3 people guarding Steph Curry. 3 people were guarding this brother at the 3-point line, and he was making it over them.
Hey, man, Stephen Curry has nothing on Swipe.
No. Yes, he does. You know why?
He dropped 50 in the playoffs.
Yeah, lucky 50.
But he just hit 30 in a preseason game, right? And he hit 3 threes to have them win the game, right? Against your boy Swiper, guarding him plus 2 other people. So I don't want to hear it. Steph Curry's that guy. Klay Thompson's going to take that step. Now you got CP3 organizing the offense, organizing that team, is that leader. And you already just mentioned how he ups the winning percentage of a team, right? No matter where he goes, he's ups the winning percentage. So how could you have them lower than what they were last year when you add CP3 who ups the winning percentage? That makes 0 sense. CP3 will make them the number 3 seed, right? Then you also have Kevon Looney, one of the most disrespected players in the NBA, underrated. Kevon Looney is a dog, right? And then you also got the dog in Draymond Green. So right then and there, you got the Golden State Warriors at number 3. I'm going to say this real quick. Number 4, right, is the lovely Los Angeles Lakers, right? For what they did this offseason. It was a brilliant job by Rob Pelinka. I'm loving what they're doing in LA, right? So go ahead. LeBron's going to do his thing. AD's going to do his thing. They got a lot more help this year. Hopefully AD doesn't get injured because of that help, right? So they're going to be number 4 with the Samurai and Rui Hachimura. So then you got number 5. This is a tough one. I have the Grizzlies or I have the Clippers, only because I have the Clippers over the Grizzlies, though, because of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. When was the last season we saw Paul George fully healthy? That was back when he was in OKC, where he was an MVP candidate. And right now, he is that, healthy Paul George. What did we see 2 preseason games ago? He what did he do? Put up 23 in the first half? Yeah. So I got the Clippers at number 5 with a healthy Kawhi Leonard, with a hungry Russell Westbrook. All right. So number 6 is going to be the Grizzlies. If and only if Jaren Jackson Jr. can be that star guy while Ja Morant is out. And yes, they did add the Memphis player himself in Derrick Rose. So they're happy to have, Derrick Rose in Memphis. Yeah, so I'm loving what Memphis is doing out there, adding additional guard depth for when Ja Morant, is out. So they're going to be number 6. Number 7 is going to be the OKC Thunder, only because they are young. They are very young, right? They need to gel with what Chet is doing, right? I think they will over time. But with all the star-studded depth or teams that I just mentioned, they're going to be the number 7, right? Because of that. Number 8, I do have the Kings, right? Only because, yeah, they are the same team, and they could make some noise like they did last year, but it was only one season. They only lit the what did they light?
The beam.
Beam, thank you. They light the beam only for one season, dog. All right, I got to see consistency out of that team. If they do, praise to them. They can be a top 5 team just like they were last year. But as of right now, I got them at number 8. Then I got, this is going to be tough, right? You got the Mavericks, who's going to be number 9, because I do think they need to work some stuff out. I do think they can make a long, postseason, stretch, right? Because of Kawhi Leonard, or because of Kyrie Irving, and because of, what are y'all doing with your fingers? Because of Kyrie Irving, and because of Luka Doncic, right? I'm loving what they're doing down in Dallas. Then I got at 10, because of how crazy this kid looks. And yes, I know a fan of ours is going to say how crazy I am, because I've been going against this kid as of right now. But who's stopping Victor Wembanyama? They will be the 10th seed.
Chet.
No, they will be the 10th seed only because he doesn't have help right now. He's still very young. I hope he doesn't get injured. But as of right now, we saw him dunk over a 6'10" man outside of the restricted zone. We saw him do a Euro outside of the 3-point line. We saw him do crazy passes. We just saw him do a nutmeg. And yes, San Antonio Spurs will be that 10 seed.
So you think they'll be better than the Pelicans?
100%, because Zion Williamson will not be healthy.
I don't think they need Zion to be better than the Spurs, personally. All they got is Wemby.
They have more than Wemby.
I also think I forgot to put the Suns in my top 10.
Oh, did you? Did you forget possibly the top 2 team in the Western Conference?
There's no way you just forgot that.
I think I forgot the Suns in mine. I might be tripping.
You got less than 1 minute. Hurry up.
If I forgot them, put them at number 5. No,
put them in at an asterisk, 5.5.
Put them at 4 if I'm breaking down.
All right. We'll continue the East in about 10 minutes.
Y'all want to do like 1 for 1? Like we go, oh, this is my 1. And then each of us do that and go down.
Sure.
Catch the flow,
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
And then we can like debate the spots type stuff, maybe.
Sounds good.
I win. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I like how this is all going to be in the podcast because you didn't hit.
So we finished our West standings. Moving on to the East. We'll give Say the floor first. I think I already know who's 1 seed will be, but we'll see.
The number 1 seed in the East. Miami Heat.
Yep, I figured that was coming. It will actually be the Milwaukee Bucks, in my opinion.
The one team that can stop Milwaukee is my number 1 team.
You said they'd be the 1 seed last year. How'd that turn out?
They got to the finals.
As the 8 seed, though.
He said, that's the best comeback you can say. If they're not the 1 seed, at least they went to the finals.
Gio, who's your number 1 team in the East?
I have to agree. If he's healthy this year, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard should take that number 1 seed.
All right. Number 2, I'm going to put the Boston Celtics.
Gosh, dang it.
Here, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wow. Wow. I love the high praise. I love the high praise. I do have the Boston Celtics, though. If you do have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Joe Mazzulla as the coach, you add on Kristaps Porzingis, they should be the number 2 seed.
Go ahead, Saya.
The only reason I have Cleveland here, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take time for the Bucks to gel.
Hmm.
It's going to have to be a healthy season for the Celtics to be number 2, even though they're as deep as they are. There are health concerns on that team. But
Have
that's
you?
huh?
I just wanted to ask, have you seen Kristaps play? He's moving differently.
Yeah, but I'm just scared of his injury history.
Okay.
That's fair. My third team in the East, Gio will approve, will be the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wow. And Nick, who'd you have for 3? Boston
3, I will take the Bucks.
or the Bucks? Okay. Cool. I'm not liking this, Jake. I'm not liking what kind of, vibe we're on right now because I do, as like you, have the Milwaukee Bucks at number 1, the Boston Celtics at number 2, and the Cleveland Cavaliers at the 3rd seed. As of right now, they are the 3rd best team in the East. Who can beat them right now? They have a great, solid regular season team. They just have to push through to that next step and produce in the postseason.
Hey
So
man,
they are the 3rd seed.
I'm just a mind reader, bro. I mean, we had the same West standards pretty much. Here we are again.
You
I don't
want me to
know.
do number 4 though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just so I can get it out of the way, just in case.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have at the 4th seed the New York Knicks or the Villanova squad, as some people call it. Right? I do like the New York Knicks. They added some more depth. I like what Josh Hart's doing down there. I like what Dylan Brooks is doing. If Mitchell Robinson can stay healthy, Julius Randle can use his right hand, and so can RJ Barrett. I'm liking what the New York Knicks are doing in New York.
All right. We'll change it up here. I have the Philadelphia 76ers as the 4th seed. I believe they will be better without James Harden, and they will be the number 4 seed once they get Harden off the squad.
My number 4, the Atlanta Hawks.
Wow. What I should not be shocked by what you say, but I am shocked about the Atlanta Hawks. Why?
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 Yes.
Trae Young takes a step. Now he's got a coach that he can't complain about no more. He's got a
He'll
coach he want to play for.
he'll find a way to complain if they aren't winning.
His 3-point percentage should go back up now that he's healthy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They still have big Clint Capella down there, the perfect pick and roll player for Trae Young. You feel me? The Sixers, they're the Celtics. Gonna stay hurt.
You didn't even mention the Celtics yet?
No, no spoilers, but no, they're lower on my list.
All right, well, we already said who was going to be our 4s, right? So go ahead and say your number 5 then, Nick.
The Boston Celtics.
All right, thank you. Finally. Finally, they're on the list.
Gio, go ahead.
Number 5, I'm going to switch. Hopefully you have what I have at number 4, but I'm going to have number 5 of the Philadelphia 76ers only because they have the reigning MVP in Joel Embiid, and they have Tobias Harris.
Yeah. I am going with the New York Knicks at number 5. I believe they will stay at 5th, which I believe is what they were last year. They didn't make any outstanding changes, didn't lose anyone outstanding either. So I believe that they will remain the 5th seed.
Jake, who you got number 6, sir?
To round it out, I'm going Atlanta. They will be the 6th seed.
For my number 6, New York next.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Gio.
I think everyone's gonna be shocked about what I'm about to say for my number 6. I will have the Brooklyn Nets as the 6th seed in the playoffs. Mikal Bridges is a baller. So is Ben Simmons. As you can see, he's more aggressive this season, at least in the preseason. I think Ben Simmons is going to go into rare form this year and show why he is an all-star once again.
His contract year. That's why he's gonna hoop.
Hey, he wants that bag, bro. He wants that bag.
Yes, he does. Number 7 for me will be the Miami Heat.
Did you say 6?
I did. Yeah. Oh, did you say?
Me?
Did you
Yeah.
say 6? Did you say you're 6? Yeah, you said Knicks, right?
Oh yeah, you did say Nick. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, 7th seed will be the Miami Heat for me.
It's a good pick.
My number 7. You feel me? The
Put it
Raptors.
on.
The
Who?
Raptors. 7.
Who's 7?
The Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. I'm liking it. I like Pascal Siakam. My number 7. I can't believe I have not put the emo man on the list yet. Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat, because we all know Jimmy Butler's a sleeper in the regular season. He comes out only for the postseason. So Bam Adebayo's team and the Miami Heat are going to be the number 7 seed.
All right. Number 8, I'm gonna go with the Brooklyn Nets.
Nice.
The number 8 team will be the Philadelphia 76ers for me.
Wow.
Wow, you're disrespecting Joel Embiid like that? That's crazy.
Tobias Harris?
I'm not worried about Tobias, but like disrespecting Joel, that's crazy.
He's gonna be in Miami.
Okay, Mr. Delusional over there. Everyone's going Miami.
He's gonna be in
Hurry
Miami.
on.
All right, Gio, who's your 9th? Or if you
8?
didn't do your 8th, yeah.
I do want to put Chicago Bulls
Okay.
and DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine at number 8.
The Chicago Bulls will be my 9th seed.
My number 9, the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
LaMelo Ball and company.
Yeah,
Gio?
being numbered there too. But what are we? 9?
Yeah, 9.
9. Oh, that's tough because these two teams both are not good. You know what? Might as well put Pool Party, and Kyle Kuzma at the 9 seed with the Wizards.
I believe the Charlotte Hornets will be better than Washington Wizards and round out the top 10.
On number 10, I think y'all sleeping on this team. They're led by one of the highest IQ players in the league. A premier passer, led the league in assists last year. Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers, number 10.
That is true. They did get Bruce Brown.
You know what I'm saying?
Gio?
It's unfortunate for the Hawks, but man, do I have Miles Turner, a top 5 center in the league, rounding it out at the 10 seed.
All right, there you have it. Our East and West standings. If you agree or disagree, go ahead and comment. Moving on to go ahead. What'd you say?
Go agree with mine, spot on both sides, both conferences.
Yeah, okay. You have OKC and you have the Miami Heat at number 1.
Yeah,
Don't
your
forget, you
standings
forgot
are-
about the Phoenix Suns too, so don't forget about that.
Your standards are a little whack over there, Saya. But we'll come back to it at the end of the season or midway through the season if it's looking even worse. But moving on to, we'll go MVP predictions. Who is your guys' front runner for MVP going into the season?
Yeah, I'll let you start with that one.
I'm gonna have to say number 6 going to number 23. LeBron James. No, I'm really just playing. He's not gonna be MVP anymore. He already got his 4. I'm gonna go with a LeBron James like player though. I'm gonna say it's Luka Doncic's turn to win MVP.
Okay. Sam?
I'm going to disagree with Luca, but
Luka
stay in that same realm, that same geographical location. Kyrie Irving,
What?
he will be MVP this year.
Nah.
There's no one better than Kyrie on the story.
That would be insane. If Kyrie Irving got an MVP, that would be ridiculous. Not ridiculous, that would be ridiculousness, right? So,
Part of me really wants to say Anthony Davis, but I think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, not MVP.
wow.
So I'm going to go with Nikola Jokic once again. I believe he's going to continue his level of play and he will win another MVP.
So no Luka magic for you guys?
No.
All right.
But moving on to championship predictions. Let's get Nick
Wait. I
Sayers.
just wanted to know, since you mentioned Defensive Player of the Year, why don't we put that into the conversation too?
Sure. I already said mine. I believe Anthony Davis is going to stay healthy, 1, and 2, be one of, if not the best defensive player in the league.
Yeah, who you thinking, bro?
I have 2 that come to mind. I have Anthony Davis. For him to get, what was it, 5 blocks in like 4 minutes or something like that. I thought that was insane. Why not Victor?
I don't think he's got the basketball IQ to win it this year. I think he will be a future one, but I don't think it's this year yet.
If he outblocks, because that's why I believe Rudy Gobert got it 2 times or 3 times in a row, right? Was because of his blocking ability interior. Victor Wembanyama is 7'4". He's blocking Damian Lillard's step back, right? He's blocking, was it Shea or someone's shot, right?
It was Wiggins.
From the block almost, right? Jumping from the block to the 3-point line. And he's with that wingspan. I don't see why he can't win, Defensive Player of the Year.
He can, but the only reason I don't put him in the conversation is because majority of the time, rookies don't win those type of awards.
Right. That's why I'm saying, why can't he? And that's why it could be Anthony Davis. But really, if he outblocks Anthony Davis, why not?
Yeah, that is valid.
Mine came down to 2 players as well. You know what I'm saying? Both very unbiased choices.
Yeah, I'm sure.
One of these players are one of the best players in the league. I feel like he's consistently. Who do you think I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say
Emo.
I
was just playing. I said Kyle Lowry.
Emo Jimmy, huh?
No, it's not. Although he realistically he would win it every year.
Realistic, yeah, playoff wise, not regular season.
But yeah, there's one player that's constantly in this conversation. And then there's another player that should be in this conversation every single year.
He's gonna be safe.
It's between Lou Dort and Bam Adebayo. I think Bam Adebayo has that slight edge. You know what I'm saying? No one can guard 1 through 5 like Bam.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis can.
Yeah, I was about to say AD can. I think possibly
Giannis can guard 1 through 5.
Guard through 1. Yeah.
Not as good as Bam Adebayo.
Giannis
Better,
Antetokounmpo can. Yes, he
better
can.
than Bam. Better than Bam Adebayo.
Again,
He's a better perimeter defensive player. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
Bam, perimeter defensive player. Yes.
you are bugging.
No, he is.
You are bugging, bro.
Why do you think Giannis has 3 compared to Bam?
Because Giannis is taller with a longer
No,
one.
it's because Giannis is better defensively.
Bam is the best, the absolute best defender in the entire world.
You are crazy.
Put him on Team USA. Let him clamp up everybody. You feel
You
me?
know who is the best defender in the world when he tries?
Dort.
It is Kawhi Leonard, without a doubt. The Claw, right? Kawhi Leonard, when healthy, is the best defensive player in the world, if not one of the best offensive players too, and that's why he's probably the best, all-round two-way player in the world. But hey,
Honestly,
Hey, man.
Bamsey would give Kawhi buckets and then clamp that boy up for a whole 2 points.
Oh my
is
God.
that why he couldn't do anything in the finals last year?
Amen.
Yeah, where was Bam? Where was Bam
Yeah.
in pretty much the entire playoffs? Answer that.
Offensively, where was he?
It wasn't his time yet. This is our year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
You know how many floaters I saw him brick in the finals?
How is every year your year? You're starting to sound like Cowboys fans.
Amen. Just wait
And
for it.
he knows about that.
You're starting to sound like Cowboys fans. That's all I'm gonna
He
say.
knows about that field right there.
Amen. Just wait till Bam Adebayo is holding up that MVP trophy at the end of the year with Depoy and then holding the finals MVP as well.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he was about to, donate a whole hospital with the amount of bricks he's about to lay this entire season.
Amen. When
Bam was looking like Lakers Russell Westbrook in that finals.
Amen. When Bam's averaging 35 and he's giving up 0.5 points a game, just know.
Bam will average 20.
It's going to average 45 points.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we got that out of the way.
Yep, that's it. That's the end of Bam talk for the whole season. You got your 5 minutes of Bam talk.
So moving on to championships. I think we already know who Say is going to win, but let's see who he says they're going to play. So Nick Say, spotlight's yours once again.
So there was a team last year that went to the finals. You know, they really had to fight and battle their way to the finals. Honestly, a lot of people are saying, oh, the other teams got so much better. But none of them won it like this team does in the Miami Heat. Miami gonna win that chip. And unfortunately, they're gonna go up against the number 1 seed in the West. The OKC Thunder. And Bam's going to expose Chet. Even though Chet's debatably the best defender in the league, just behind Bam and Lou Dort and Jimmy Butler.
Gio, did I not tell you he was going to say Heat versus Thunder? Did I not tell you, bro?
I mean, how long is this podcast going? We could have ended this 30 seconds in if we were going to do that, man.
Bro, I knew he was going to do that shit, bro. I knew it.
Oh, man.
I knew it. I just knew it, bro. I knew it.
I need to regather my thoughts. So if you want to say yours, then.
All right. I believe that this is the most excited I've been for a Lakers season since 2020. And we all know how that ended. I believe the Los Angeles Lakers will make the championship as well as win the championship. And I believe it's going to be a battle for number 18 against the Boston Celtics.
Boston can't pass Miami.
Boston will pass Miami.
I like your thought process on that, Jake. I really do. And I think I was about to make my same decision as I did last year, which was the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics. Man, this is tough not to say the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. It is so tough not to say the Cavs because I am, at heart, a Cavs fan and want them to win the championship. But this is a sports podcast, unbiased decision, right?
Entirely.
Yeah, I don't know about over there, but over here.
over there, yeah.
We're unbiased. We got that unbiased cap on, right?
I mean, I wasn't being biased. I actually
No, I
truly
understand.
believe
I understand. The Lake, I'm not sure about Miami Heat who passed on Bradley Beal the other day. We just got new information how they passed on Bradley Beal. I don't know how they did that, but going forward, I do believe Boston Celtics, if Kristaps Porzingis is healthy, they'll make the finals again, just like 2 years ago. They'll make the finals, and then I think the Golden State Warriors, their only issue is size, so I don't think they can make the finals this year. I'm gonna have to go with. I can't believe I'm saying this, man. The Los Angeles Lakers. They're the only team I think that can go up against the Denver Nuggets and beat them right in a 7-game series. Possibly the Warriors can because of their speed, but size-wise, they don't have the size to go up against the Boston Celtics. And that is why I think it's going to be the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. Who's going to have that number 18?
Yeah, but who's gonna guard Shea in LA?
Jay is not going to make the playoffs. He'll be in the play-in and get kicked out before
I'm
the
not
playoffs.
finished, dog. Yo, you just interjected and said, who can guard Shea when I'm about to say my championship team?
That's crazy. All right, go ahead. Who's going to win number 18? Cliffhanger. Go.
It's going to be. This is why it's so hard, because I got to think about this one. The Los Angeles Lakers have a more complete team than the Boston Celtics. Anthony Davis is better than Kristaps Porzingis. LeBron James is equivalently as good, I'll say it, as a top 5 player in the league, and Jason Tatum in the playoffs. I think LeBron James will carry the Los Angeles Lakers in the finals. Anthony Davis will once again carry them throughout the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Heard it here first. Number 18 on the way, LA.
Wow, I cannot believe I just said that.
Who's gonna guard Shea?
Shea's not making the playoffs. All right, enough.
Who's gonna guard Chet?
No, Shea is going to make the playoffs. He's going to lose to the Clippers in the first round.
No, he's losing in the play-in, in my opinion, just like he did last year.
Who's gonna guard Chet? Don't say bum Anthony Davis is.
Anthony Davis is clamping it up.
Anthony Davis can't guard Chet.
Yes, he can. Bro, have you seen Anthony Davis's body compared to Chet? Anthony Davis put one elbow in Chet, bro. It's game over.
Chet's dropping 55 on Anthony Davis. I see AD guarding Chet. I'm saying, yo, feed him the ball all day. That's a baby on.
So you got Anthony Davis, you got Rui Hachimura, right, who can guard any position pretty much, right? You got Austin Reeves, who can guard pretty much any guard in the league offensively, right? Austin Reeves can guard anyone. He has to go up against Steph Curry, and he makes it look tough for Steph Curry, right? So you got Austin Reeves. You add on, you have LeBron James in the playoffs, who doesn't want to get scored on, right? He's showing he plays defense still, and he's in year 21. Year 20, I think, was his best defensive year in the last 5 years. So for LeBron James to show that too, it's going to be tough for any team to beat this Los Angeles Lakers team.
And I believe that LeBron James is at least 10 times more hungry than he was last year. And we saw what he did last year, leading them to the Western Conference Finals. And I believe Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell as well heard all the critics, and they're going to step up their games in the playoffs especially and bring us to a championship.
Hey, if D'Lo says he wants to be like D. White, right? That tells you something. He doesn't care about the spotlight.
He just wants to win.
Make the right play at the right time, just like D. White has his entire career.
Right. And I believe Anthony Davis is as hungry as he has ever been. And I think that's going to equate to a huge season from him.
And I didn't even mention probably one of the best defenders on the team, and Jared Vanderbilt, right? Along with Rui Hachimura, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, which is insane. You add the shooting of Cam Reddish, and you know firsthand Gabe Vincent is a guard. So you just add all of that. Jackson Hayes, who's at one of the most athletic players in the league. Man, this is crazy.
All I'm saying is the league is going to hate the freeze celebration as much as the NFL hates the tush push. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't even mention, I think I did mention him a little bit, but Captain America, Austin Reeves. He's Captain America.
Yes, sir.
Will not average more than 7 points in that 4-game series.
Who won't?
LeBron will not average more
Oh
than
my God.
Who? Who?
LeBron.
Who?
Nick Saya's word count has been exceeded.
Did you just say LeBron James? LeBron James. Year 21's not gonna. My goodness. You know what LeBron James has been averaging the last 2 years? He's been
You know what
averaging 30 points a game the last 2 years.
Listen to this. You know what makes this team scary? LeBron doesn't need to put up 30 anymore. He can put up 15 and we'll still win.
He's only going to score 3 with Chet on him.
Oh my God. You know, I really can't wait till I get the tweet that says the Oklahoma City Thunder have been eliminated from the play-in, and I send it to you and see your reaction.
Or even Sacktown could beat Chet.
Sacktown will be the 7th seed.
Sacktown can't beat them because the Golden State Warriors will once again beat Sacktown. And the Warriors will lose to the Lakers or they'll lose to the Denver Nuggets, depending on what the seeding is.
Western Conference Finals, Sacramento. Okay, see.
No.
Heard it here first.
Yeah, that's the most biased take I've ever heard in my life.
It's going to be the Lakers, the Nuggets, or the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors.
But,
you know, I really want the Lakers Nuggets just so we can get some revenge. I'm not going to lie.
I would like that, but then again, I'm such a CP3 fan. If he gets a chip this year, might as well. Go ahead, go out on top, retire.
If he wanted,
yeah, I mean, if he wasn't on the Warriors, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't want to see the Warriors fans win another ring.
If he wanted that chip,
they would have more than LeBron James.
Exactly. And
it would be crazy.
Lakers fans would never hear the end of it.
Jay gets his first ring.
Jay's not. No.
Would Steph Curry break top 5 if he gets 5 rings?
No.
Yes.
You think he'd break top 5?
Of all time?
Yeah.
I do.
Would you have to put him over Larry Bird, who is all around, I think, a better scorer, not a better, 3-point shooter, but a better scorer?
Yeah, you probably would have to.
Would you put Tim Duncan top 5?
No. He's top 7.
Top 7.
What are you saying over there? If he wins another ring, the man's retired.
He's got 5 though.
He does have 5.
Why is he not top 5? But Steph having 5 makes him top 5.
Because
Steph is
great of a
broken.
Player.
To me, it's because the records. Steph has broken so many records, it's insane.
In the 1v1, I got Tim Duncan winning that game, both in the prom.
Oh my gosh. Tim Duncan's not staying with Steph Curry. What?
I do agree with the Tim Duncan. In both of their primes, Tim Duncan is one of the top defensive players in the league. And he could, he was one of the top offensive players as well. The big fundamental. It's just no comparison. The size, man. The size offensively would destroy Steph. Defensively, he could guard a guard. So I'm not sure. I think I got Tim Duncan. But all-time player, Steph Curry would have to be top 5. It's hard to put him over Larry Bird, though. It's hard to put him over Magic Johnson. It's hard to put him over Kareem. It's hard to put him over LeBron. And it's hard to put him over MJ. Which one of those 5 are coming out?
Curry's not even above Dwayne Wade in the all-time list.
Oh, my goodness.
He's not above Kobe either.
You're telling me Kobe Bryant is top 5 over Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson?
My top three is LeBron, Jordan, Kobe.
So Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, I do like that.
LeBron,
Jordan, Kobe.
Wait. Kobe, Jordan.
D-Wade's not better than Kobe either, but we'll move.
You cannot tell me. I can't believe you're doing this, bro. He
snuck the flash in there. Yes, he did.
Yeah, but he can't put MJ at number 3. I cannot believe you just did that.
No, he put him at 4. The disrespect is crazy.
You just put Michael Jordan at number 4. You just put Michael Jordan at number 4. The man is not arguably, he is definitively the greatest player of all time.
No, he's number 2.
if you want an all-round better player, the man didn't lose in the finals. How can you tell me that going 6-0 is easier than doing whatever LeBron James has done?
But he didn't play defense like LeBron. He didn't have to lead a
He
team like
did.
LeBron has led a team.
Okay, so tell me this. Tell me this. The amount of playoff series he's lost with one, or I think he's only lost one playoff series, right? When he's had one other All-Star on his team. LeBron James has lost 7 when he's had one more or 2 more All-Stars on his team. How can LeBron James lose 7 series?
Because the Bulls had more depth than those Cavs teams.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
And the
they
Miami
did.
Heat teams, they did not.
Their bench was 10 times better than those Cavs teams.
You're saying Paxton is better than anyone on that Cavs team?
You had Steve Kerr.
You're saying he's better than anyone on that Cavs team? I'm putting J.R. Smith ahead of Steve Kerr. I'm putting J.R. Swish ahead of Steve Kerr.
Absolutely not. Steve Kerr's better.
A better player than J.R. Smith.
Yes.
I know he had that debacle in 2018, but he is not a better player.
How long did it take MJ to get a ring?
How long did it take LeBron James?
It only took Dwayne Wade 7 years in the league.
Oh my goodness, this brother and D Wade. I'm telling you right now.
Kobe's got it all beat. Kobe's got it beat.
Kobe's year 1.
Kobe's got that beat.
He does have him beat, right? He does have him beat. But did he have possibly the top player in the league at that time in Shaquille O'Neal with him? No, he did not.
Exactly. Dwayne Wade had Shaq past his prime Shaq.
No, I'm saying D Wade had prime Shaq. Prime Shaq.
He did not have Lakers Shaq like Kobe did.
2006? 2 years? Yes, he did.
Oh, it took D Wade 5 years. My fault. I was thinking about D Wade's best year.
No, it wasn't 2006. Was it 2006?
Yeah, he won the ring.
Kobe got a ring within 3 years. So, like, just saying.
And I'm telling you right now, Michael Jordan, 6-0, only lost one other playoff series with just one other All-Star on his squad, right? LeBron James lost 7 with one or more All-Stars on his squad.
You know, we've already been down this road. There's no changing Gio's minds, but me and Saya agree that LeBron is the GOAT. And Gio, I don't know what it's going to take for LeBron to surpass Jordan. I don't know if he ever will, but that's just our opinion.
Whoa.
6-0. He can get as close as he can, but 6-0.
Bro, LeBron is the GOAT. That's all I'm going to say.
Dwayne Wade's the GOAT. That's all I'm saying.
Kobe.
I mean, you do have a crazy thought, though. D Wade got a chip in 3 years. That is the only argument you got on D Wade.
Kobe got a ring in 3 years.
D Wade took 5.
Kobe didn't get a ring in 3.
Pretty sure he did.
No, it was 4. He was rookie in 96. Got one in 2000.
He got drafted in 98.
No, he was part of that 96 class. With Ray Allen Iverson.
Hey, it still took him 4, though. Still got D-Wade beat.
Amen. You know what I'm saying? D-Wade also made the greatest comeback of all time in that final, his first championship.
Oh, no, he did not make the greatest comeback of all time.
The greatest comeback of all time is the Cavs.
Thank you.
Period.
Miami Heat.
No other team has come back down 3-1. What are you talking about?
That is, decisive. No one can argue that.
The Miami Heat's comeback was better.
2018 Cavs. Period.
No.
Yes. Before we just started recording, we were talking about 2 prime players primed for a big season and 2 players that I think will be in the running for Rookie of the Year. Given that Chet did not play last year, he's still considered a rookie. Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. I think that's what it's going to come down to. To me personally, I give Victor the edge by just a little bit, and I think he will win Rookie of the Year.
Team Chet on this one. Chet's winning Rookie of the Year. It's going to end up a top 5 center at the end of the season.
Wow. So right now we have 1 Victor, 1 Chet. Where will I fall? It's very tough. I can see Victor winning it. He He's once ever. We've never seen a player like him. He's like Manu Bol, right? But with Steph Curry kind of handles and Steph Curry skill like stuff, right? So never seen this type of player before. He could win it. I'm gonna go based off of history. When a player sits out their first season, they gain a lot of knowledge. They understand the league more than a rookie does. And I think Chet will have that knowledge and that veteran like force on the court, unlike a regular rookie. And that is why he will win Rookie of the Year, is because he already sat out his rookie season, going head into his second year, which is his rookie year, right? And then he's just going to play better.
That's fair.
So 2-1, Chet.
All right. There you have it. Our NBA stands are complete. What? Go ahead, say it.
Jay, you agree it'll be a top 5 center at the end of this year too, right?
For Chet?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Miles Turner.
Honestly, he might be top 3 after JoJo and Jokic.
I can't believe he didn't put Bamsey in there, but man, that's hard because you're an OKC fan over Miami Heat now, and that's crazy. But but I did want one more thing. This is a shocking one, and this can go, rolling the dice for any player in the league. Who is your most improved player for this year?
Say it.
Tyler Hero of the Miami Heat.
That's a good one.
Austin Reeves of the Los Angeles Lakers.
And now we'll have a third different player. And the player that I have high hopes for, Jonathan Kuminga. All 3 players are going to make a huge jump this year, hopefully. And all 3 are well-deserved of that most improved player.
Definitely. Let's just go with Coach of the Year, just to round it out.
Coach of the Year. Okay. I'm going to have Joe Mazzulla as Coach of the Year.
Okay. Sam.
Monty Williams.
Monty Williams.
Can you do that with a 20-win team, Rockets?
You think they're going to win 20 for real?
That's it.
I think they might win more. I'm not going to lie. They got Fred. They got Dylan Brooks, who can play consistently every other night.
Dylan Brooks.
So I think they're gonna win. He can get on the Rockets. I think he can get at least 10 on a night.
You think he can get 10 points
a night?
A night, yeah. How does that help them win more than 20 games?
I think they'll win more than 20. It's not going to be by much. They'll win 30 to 35, in my opinion.
They might win 55.
Oh my gosh.
So he said he put, yo guys, the Rockets, not Jalen, not Jabari Parker. They got Fred VanVleet and
I was saying the new names, bro. I wasn't saying the names they got. I was saying the new names.
Dylan, I just can't believe. Yo guys, watch out. They got Dylan Brooks.
I was saying the new names, all right? Calm down.
I got you.
All
right, who's your Coach of the Year? Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Taylor Jenkins for the Memphis Grizzlies because I think he's going to overcome that adversity that John Morant has created very well, and that will lead to the league noticing and him winning Coach of the Year.
Why wouldn't you put him in there?
He is in there, but I think with the roster the Grizzlies have, if Taylor Jenkins can get them in the playoffs, without Ja for 25 games, he'll be slightly above him.
I mean, if you put Dylan Brooks up there, I gotta put my boy Derrick Rose up there too. So you got D Rose.
Hey man,
and Evan.
I do believe that Ham will take a step as a coach, but I just don't think it will be enough for Coach of the Year personally.
I don't know.
Like, has changed.
Okay, who?
Full sweater.
Oh gosh,
I like it. Cole Swider, let's go, baby.
He's gonna become the MVP of this league. He's gonna be
Dude,
running behind Kyrie Irving. Most
You know,
improved.
as a Syracuse fan, I approve. I really do hope that Cole Swider finds a home in Miami and takes the jump that we know he is capable of.
Cole Swider
But
will be, you heard it here first, better than Max Strus on the Miami Heat.
by far, by far.
Only thing that Swider has to work on is his defense. His shooting's already there.
Amen. Comes with Miami.
That is true, which is why it's a great landing spot for him. And I really do hope that he gets the playing time and the jump that he deserves.
That's another reason why Miami will win it all. Close weather.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now he just went too far because he remembered there was a Syracuse player on the Miami Heat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't mention him the entire podcast when he had a chance. With the 30 minutes we're talking about the Miami Heat, but he brings it up in the last 30 seconds. I like it. I like it.
Close
All
weather
right, go ahead.
will be the runner up in the MVP
Oh
candidacy.
Yo, I'm so thankful that he forgot about Cole Sweater the whole podcast. Just
same,
didn't have to hear about Cole Sweater the whole podcast.
same. So let's end it before we gotta hear about it more.
What do you
Gio,
think about
you got a
the
segment?
Do I have a segment? You know what? Just like all you guys, just like this podcast, my segment's gonna be about the NBA tip-off of tomorrow, right? First day, the NBA season's back. I'm loving it. We got the NFL midway through the season. We got, mid-stretch there. We got ourselves the MLB, right? Possibly leading into the World Series. I'm loving what I'm seeing in all sports areas right now. So let's keep it going with the NBA tip-off and the most anticipated season, I think, in the last 5 years.
I agree. For video games, Assassin's Creed My Rage did come out October 5th, 2023. I'm not a fan of the game. Gio over there is, as you can tell by his reaction, as well as Nick say over there. I've never played it personally, but I've heard great things about it from these two, so I might have to give that a shot. Also, Spider-Man 2 did come out as well. So I mean, I've never played that game, but it looks very cool. It looks like one of the best Spider-Man games since Spider-Man came out, so I might have to give that a shot as well.
well, in music, it kind of sucked in my opinion. New drop Friday. Lil TJ dropped a song. It was alright. The Kid Leroy dropped a song. I'm not a big fan of it yet. I think the Baby dropped a song. That song sucked. I would not recommend that the Baby song. That song is. But yeah, new music Friday kind of sucked. Shout out Drake's album that came out a little bit ago or whatever. I'm not a Drake fan, so
All right. Before we wrap up, ESPN has the Lakers at 41 and a half wins. They have the Knicks winning more than the Lakers. All I'm going to say, ESPN, if Gio and I correctly predict the standings, consider us for the NBA predictions over that bozo team you have right now. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, you can honestly have anybody over whoever's at ESPN right now. Because like Nick Sayas said, Kyrie Irving is not one, but top 1 or 2 guard, right, in the NBA. The first or the second best guard in the NBA. You got him at number 49, 42. How can you do this? How can you make this happen? He's below players that haven't even played a single minute in the NBA yet, right? So, my goodness, ESPN, you got to get your stuff together because right now you're not looking good. Paying
In the
all
words
those
of
that much money, doing nothing.
for real, bro, do the research. In the words of Stephen A, stay off the weed and do your research.
You don't need to do research. You just need to watch Kyrie Irving play. The brother is a top 5 player when he's playing. Who can stop him? Who can stop him?
Just I don't know what to say about ESPN, but it's been like this the past like 2-3 NBA seasons. They have to get better. But other than that, thank y'all for watching. See y'all on the next one.
thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like. You feel me? You can agree with me in the comments or disagree with Jake and Gio. Yeah, make sure to Gio though. You feel me?
Hey guys, unlike ESPN, we are three wise men, right? So if you guys want to listen to 3 guys that know what they're talking about, in a little bit what they're not talking about, like, possibly Cole Swider and Miami Heat, then go ahead and watch us. And if you guys want to, you don't have to, but go ahead and hit subscribe. We'd appreciate it. See you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.